Hello. Well, I'm doing quite good now, I guess. Well, yeah, I did get a new job. Um, yeah, kind of stuck with it for the next 8 years. I'm now I'm now U.S. government property because I joined the Navy, but I'm like legitimately government property now. Um, the thing is, I don't know how I'm gonna write because my computer is kind of fucked right now. I know I could do it on my phone, like I probably will, but I don't wanna because I'm not signed in my fucking archive account on there. True. I'll have to fucking like I'll just have to like get onto my computer one day when it decides to cooperate and like try to sign into my archive. I think my Opera probably has my password saved. But yeah. Speaking of writing, uh while in boot camp, I came up with the idea for a new fanfic, which I'd like to share with you guys. So this is inspired by a cadence and events that happened while I was in boot camp. Uh, and it's called Yellow Ribbon. Uh, Basic idea of it is it's Wani ending three and Inko. No, no. So uh, ending three, Inko and Olivia are barely making it by, like, and like if their rent gets increased even just a little bit, they're not going to be able to afford where they are living. So Inko is like just out grocery shopping or something. I'll have to figure out what he'll be doing when he runs into a Navy recruiter or he's approached by one. They start talking, and uh, the recruiter tells him like, "Yeah, you get paid a flat amount like every half a month, and it ends up being more than what Inca was making." And he finds out like all this other stuff you can do to get paid even more. So after talking with Olivia about it and telling her, I'll just do my 4 years and then retire from the Navy and come home. They so he joins, he gets a good bonus, and the first like chapter is going to be him signing up and then probably going through boot camp. Second chapter is him graduating, and then uh will be his first sea deployment. I'm gonna have to figure out the pacing, but the yellow ribbon part comes in from this military cadence called Yellow Ribbon. It's about a girl who wears a yellow ribbon around her head and she wears it for the sailor who was far, far away. Uh, and if you know the cadence, you'd know where the story would be going because it follows that like the storyline of the cadence. But it have twists and turns and reveals. And the neatest part about it is that it's an ending three fanfic, which my knowledge there's only like one other of. uh, Which is kind of funny. It's gonna be similar to Full Metal Gator in a way, where it's of course military, but also I'm gonna like use songs in the chapters, and the chapter is gonna be named after those songs, but the name's gonna be a little bit different, like to kind of fit Navy theme. But I like the idea. The people I've talked to about it like the idea. It's a lot more, yeah. But this is definitely something I'm gonna like have to work on. Like, like this is something that isn't just a uh I sit down for a day, write it, and then release a chapter. It's gonna like actually require my full effort. Like I'd go into details about it, but I uh, there's a couple people in the server that know about it, but I don't want to go into details about it because then that'd be spoiling the whole thing of it. But the fact, read, shut up. Mm, mm, mm. Uh, mm. Yes. Uh, like over in Snoop Club, Wani chat is mostly dominated by like five people that are constantly messaging me. It isn't a bad thing, but like I just feel left out. That's what happens when you leave for 10 weeks. People Something that was cool I found out after I got back was people that made like videos for the event going on at the time, Snoop Cup. They they made a couple videos and I was in them, and I was kind of like they had little memorials of me, but and that was just cool. It was really nice coming back to a community that hadn't people, yeah, people missed me unironically. Like hey guys, I'm back. And like for the next couple days I like was getting messages, holy shit, Sensei, you're back. You're finally back. It was nice. Then my buddy Mark Fraud 7, he's listening in right now. The first thing I sent him was this Russian Badger thumbs up sticker because he would expect nothing less of me than to do that. Because we would be talking about his fan fiction, and it's like he'd send me this big paragraph of like, "Hey, does this look good? Would this work in this scene?" And I would just send that sticker. I don't know if he loved or hated it. I always loved seeing his reaction to it. Oh yeah, Swan, fucking Goose, you were supposed to put a fucking. I made a video for his writers roundup, and you, yes, yes, yes. Mm. And uh, I looked the video back over and was like, what I said in the video still applied. Like, I basically talked about like I was thankful for the community and that it was a community that like just accepted me. I don't know if you'd be able to bring it up on screen, but I posted it in the side chat. Oh, yeah, I forgot. There's no actual prop. No, there is a proper pause button in Metal Gear. Just put them in a box.
Hey guys, Sensaininjapig here. You may be wondering, where have I been? Well, apart from being busy, when this video comes out, should be in June, I won't be here. Not that I'm dead, but I have joined the Navy.
There it is.
In the Navy, yes, you can sail the seven seas in the Navy. Yes, you can put your mind at ease in the Navy. Come on now, people, make a stand in the Navy. In the Navy. Yeah. I've joined the Navy, and by the time Writer's Workshop comes around, I'll be in boot camp right now because I left May 29th. I just wanted to come on here and say thank you guys for all the support or for me joining, just support my writing, and it's nice. It's nice to have been able to find a fandom that accepted me with arms wide open.
Yeah. The
But
day I came back,
thank you.
the server,
I really
the main
wanted to
server,
thank you
Snoop
guys
Bubble, was just
mostly.
in
And
flames because
that's about it. There's not much
Snoop
to
House
say.
got deleted
I'll leave you with
because
one final
people
remark.
were
Feed the
breaking the
fucking
rules
gator.
and then got upset that they got banned and then reported the server. And so I just come back and people are trying to lynch Starman. Like, I'll post the picture again in the side chat. But this was legitimately what it felt like coming back to the server. Yeah. The community in general just felt like this. Sorry if you hear any background talking. I do have roommates now. But oh, those Russians. Oh, hey, Apologies, folks. I did not realize it was gonna make me instantly leave the moment I clicked on that. No. Um Currently at this moment there's a event going on a different server. Yeah. I didn't realize that when I clicked on it, it was gonna put me into that and make me leave this because Nerd was like live. Yes. Well, yeah. Um. Something else. There was a few. I'll tell you some boot camp stories that relate to Snoot, and I'll also tell you a couple stories that don't. Uh, One of the people that had my address of like where to send me letters was Punished Keys. He was the last interview I was with before I left, and he sent me some bullshit. So I didn't. I did and didn't. So yes. So I come back. I Well, I didn't come back. It was I left, and he sent me a package, and it was 16 pages. It was of fan fiction. It was Metal Gator Solid Chapter 4. Yes. And you'll get to see why he said that here in a second. Let me save this image because I can't forward it to this chat. So it was a you can put this up if you want. He'd probably love it if you put this up. So I'm I get this package. I open it up, I see it's a packet, and I realize there's no way he did it. He actually sent it to me because we joked that he was gonna send me stuff to proofread while in boot camp. And he did. So he I saw on the front page, because the front page was an actual letter. I could see something through it. And in the side chat is what that picture on the back was. And when I realized what it was before I even got to look through it, I was mortified. So my petty officers have to look through our mail. Oh, not our mail, but our packages to make sure we don't have any contraband. So he he sent me a body pillow design that he commissioned from Paper Loops of McQuella from Wani, the fire dancer from ending 3. My already hate Jesus. So my RDC, one of them opens it. He was this my RDCs were goaded, Diegus especially. But he opens this and is like taken aback. It's like, oh wait, I almost just said my fucking name. Sensei, what the fuck is this? It's like it's from a game, petty officer. It's like, oh, is this a fucking hentai game? Like, no, petty officer, no, it's not. So then So then he starts flipping through this, and I haven't even gotten to look at this. I didn't know it at the time, but he had put uh part of Rebel Yell by Billy Idol in there. Most of it was cut out to save paper. If you know how Rebel Yell goes, you know what the song is about. So my RDC start. So the end part of Rebel Yell goes, "Ooh yeah, little baby, she want more. Ooh yeah, little angel, she want more. More, 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 more. In the midnight hour, she cried more. More, 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 more." And it's exactly what you think it's about. Sex, yes. So then my petty officer asked me, "Are you sure this isn't a hentai game?" I was like, "Yes, petty officer. Yes, it's a song. It's a song, petty officer. $15." So then, they let me keep it. They let me keep the pack, and I still have it. Which Punished Keys is gonna be coming up here to my base in like a week or two, and I'm gonna give it to him. I'm gonna give him back the packet, but I actually proofread it. Like I went through and like proofread things because I had nothing better to do. So it was I wanted to kill him. This is when I had the idea of inviting him to my graduation so I could beat his ass. But I can only have like 4 people there, so that didn't work out. Yeah, yeah, it was my family. It was so then a few weeks later, he sent me a second package. I got to call him like a week before I got this package. And he told me he sent me a second package and it had a drawing in it. I did not know what this drawing was going to be. So the thing with this second package was it had instructions on the outside for the petty officer to ask me a question. But then my petty officer got upset because, and I quote, "No bitch ass civilian is going to tell me what to do." So he reads it. He reads it to me, and it was a Metal Gear reference, like "Who are the Patriots?" And I had to respond with "La le li la lo." No, oh, hmm. It's also complete gibberish to like anybody else. Yeah. So I open this letter. I open this package, and it's a letter, political news in the form of Metal Gear, a blank piece of paper, and then a drawing. I saw the drawing, and the problem I ran into this time was that I had to open this in front of my entire division, which was 90 some other guys. I I had to show them this picture that he drew. This is when I really wanted to kill him. Well, Bucket, Bucket is Buck. A guy wants to join, but he's not even in this server. Bucket Slayer. He's the head guy of the Wani Reddit server. It is now, but it was Bucket Slayer. He also liked he really liked fucking he really liked Gator MD when it came out. Which real quick, Gator MD and Snoot MD are now a year old. Which is kind of crazy. I still have to do the next chapter of Rolling Reversed, which is what I want to focus on. There he is.
What's up?
The Bucket Slayer. So
Mm-hmm. What were you guys talking about?
we're doing my interview, Bucket.
Just talking?
Pretty much. That's what these are. I've been gone for a while.
You sure were.
So yeah. So again, he sent me that picture. I had to open it in front of my entire division. And I really wanted to fucking kill him for it. But and so then my petty officer told me, you better tell him that he better join the Navy. So Petty Officer Villegas can go beat his ass.
Oh yeah, I remember Jacob told me about that. He also
You think
said if it's like hentai or something, right? I remember something
no,
like that.
it's not. Like you can never remember anything clearly, can you? Oh yeah, that petty officer asked if it was hentai. Yeah.
Oh, you're saying I'm wrong, then saying I'm correct.
Well, I
Take your time,
misunderstood you
dummy.
because normally you are incorrect.
Correct. 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 I can vouch for that.
And then he sent me pictures. He sent me pictures of him with the pillow after it was finished. Thank thank God he didn't send the other half of like the quiet part. Thank fucking God he did not send that in a package. Because then I would not they would have
Yeah.
I probably would have actually gotten like punished for that. Which
Is it really a problem though? You're an adult.
I'm
You know?
yes it is, Bucket. It's very much a problem. That's one of the things we are not allowed to have while in boot camp.
Wouldn't call it porn. I would call it lewd.
And that probably would have been counted.
So I'm guessing the petty officer was very merciful that day.
They were laughing their asses off about it. So yeah, they were laughing their asses off about it. So that was that was all the packages he sent. He sent a bunch of letters to me. My friends never sent me letters, even though they could have just asked my mom for my fucking address. Like I wrote them letters. I didn't know their addresses. I couldn't remember them. So I just wrote them in a little all in an envelope and sent them to my mom to have distributed. And no. One of them wrote a letter, but then left it at a different house and then never got the chance to send it.
looking at it live right now. Why is there Metal Gear on the TV?
It's like if it was Subway Surfers bucket.
Like I thought maybe it's just some random thing. You're actually playing the first mission right now. What you waiting, huh?
And to be honest, I probably if my computer was working, I probably would have been playing Left 4 Dead right now. But my computer is buggy right now. Look, besides the point. Boot camp, it was an experience. I'll definitely remember it. Uh, one of the most
Remember
memorable.
moment?
Hmm?
Do you remember a favorite moment?
There's a few. Uh,
Do tell us, please.
let me think, Bucket.
All right.
There was this one day I was on roving security watch. I basically have to walk around the compartment, making sure nobody's doing anything they're not supposed to. So over in our brother div, which it was the div across the hall from us that were in the same training group. One of their recruits asked their chief if they could give him an IT session, which was intensive training that he wouldn't forget. So what they did
Willingly?
willingly.
Damn.
So what they did was they got one of the female RDCs, which were recruit divisional commanders or red ropes. So they called this one female RDC, called our third RDC, which was Petty Officer Villegas. He loved whipping ass. He loved whooping ass. He whooped my ass because Punish Keys told him what to do. I had to do 40 push-ups because of him, which wasn't bad, but I still had to do it. And then they brought in the big guns. My petty officer, the female petty officer, was screaming at this kid as they're making him do push-ups and 8 counts and sit-ups and crunches and all this shit. My petty officer has a stick and he's just banging it against shit and yelling at him. And then they bring in. They did this like the fucking Avengers. It was this bald senior chief select. He was still a chief, but he was a senior chief select. Well, a senior chief select is well, basically, he was eligible to be promoted to senior chief, and like he was on the list to be promoted. So this guy, there was a couple names we called him. One of them we can't. I'm not gonna say, but it was a certain mustache man.
Really?
I mean, same kind of mustache, but
A certain painter.
a
To be
certain
right.
painter, yeah. So, because he had a mustache like it, but he was completely bald, and he was just angry all the time. He would,
Well,
he
sounds
would,
like he really
one
likes
of
the
the
part.
names, one of the names a different division called him was Guard Dog because he would yell at anybody that like looked at him funny. So they bring him in, and you can hear him from a different fucking floor. He could be yelling downstairs, and you'd hear him upstairs. That's how loud he was. They brought him, he was screaming at this kid. And they're beating this kid's ass for 45 minutes. Our divisions left to go to class because we had like a class to go do. And I had to stay behind because I was on security watch. They fucking were still beating his ass when they came back. like they had out his hard card, which was like your medical documentation and your certifications. And they were reading this page about like why you joined the Navy, yada yada yada, stuff like that. They're beating this kid's ass, just beating it, beating and beating. And then the kids gave up. And you may not know this, but if you give up while being IT'd, you get sent to medical. This kid had to leave and go to medical because he gave up. And then he was LD for a couple days, which was limited duty, so they couldn't do anything to him.
So they just beat him nearly to death.
They
Is that
beat
legal?
no, yes, completely,
No, nearly to death.
completely no, they completely legal.
Well, he got what he asked for, quite literally. Gonna forget that, bro.
It was that's a sorry to interrupt my own thing, but guy this guy commented on this post I made in r/Ryan Gosling. It was one of the edits I made. And it was like loser city would be never mind, good post. I click on this guy's profile. In the third post is a loser city post.
Oh God.
These motherfuckers. But it was just it was so fucking funny. Then my second RDC, Petty Officer Roman, he would say some out of pocket shit. There was this one time we were practicing for drill. We were basically practicing routine for graduation. Uh, which there's no fucking live video of this. I could go get the video and fucking share it with you guys if you wanted to watch me graduate from the Navy. But
Oh, the live?
yeah, so people wouldn't stop touching their faces. And you had to stand at attention. You had to stand completely still. People wouldn't stop touching their faces. So he's getting more and more upset at us. It's like, so he finally was like, you know what? I don't care if you have a dick on your face. You're gonna stand there and take that dick. Mind you. So mind you, this got people to laugh. Like people had you couldn't laugh at it because of military bearing. It was kind of like that one scene from a book. What was it? Life of John or some shit. It was the one Monty Python movie. Life of Brian, yeah. So it was the big like you just had to not laugh. And we would Booger Stickers. I have a very good friend in Rome named Booger Stickers. So another so then another time. These were two times I remember, but he would say some outlandish shit. But we were doing another like practice inspection, like a uniform inspection, and he he's inspecting somebody about like two people down from me, and my other petty officer is across the room from him, and he's like I think somebody got a military bearing hit, which like they were moving or some shit. So my petty officer says to him, like, "Damn, I bet the only foundation he had back home was on his mama's face." Like, God damn, did you just think of that on the spot? There's no fucking way you just thought of that on the spot. They are. And then then there was our chief, Chief Petway. He was pretty cool. He was a damage controlman. But he would always get upset at us, mad at us, threaten to beat us, but then never beat us. And this is one of the things we could quote from him of, I'm here to teach you how to, I'm here to train you and teach you how to not die. But if you die, that's on you because I told you not to fucking die. Which is some pretty good advice. But he had this like stick. It was made of, I think, like carbon fiber or some shit. And he would always be like, every time he had to talk to us, he'd have it. And he would always be hitting the floor with it or moving it around. I called it his stimming stick. But every time he got mad at us, he'd be tapping out on the floor like ding 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 ding. He's like, "You're done skis. You keep fucking with me. You're done skis. Keep fucking up. Tell you to stop fucking up, but you keep fucking up."
Well, he can't hit
You're
you
gonna
with the stick, right?
no,
Yeah, that's why probably hit the floor instead to
yeah.
release his anger that way.
Our third petty officer, our petty officer Vegas, he was a crash out. He would fucking throw chairs and shit. And he broke all our chairs. But every time our chief would beat us, like every time the petty officers would beat us, they'd have a specific style. Uh, Vegas would drop everything he's doing because we like weren't like we were fucking around, drop everything, and we'd get beat for like 15 minutes. We'd do 8 counts and push-ups and fucking air chairs, which is where you stay in the squatted position. Uh, Petty Officer Roman, what he would do is he would keep doing what we're doing while beating somebody. He's like, okay, you're gonna do this down up. You do it this way is a down up, and this way. Uh, like he just basically got business done. But our chief, what he would do is he'd do the whole division, and we'd be in the front leaning rest, which is the push up position. And we'd just be sitting there for a few minutes as he's yelling at us and grilling us. It was like, y'all are fucking up. Can't keep fucking up. And we'd do like a total of like 5 push ups. And then he'd tell us to just get up. But what sucked about those was if you've ever tried to stay in the push up position, it sucks. Keep going.
Hello.
Hello, Milkman.
Milkman.
I am
How's
the
it
Milkman.
going? You said
Is
what
your
now?
profile picture Jane Doe from Zenless
Oh
Zero?
no, you caught me! You caught me! Fuck!
Oh hell yeah!
Dude, I've finished Zenless. Now I'm waiting for new content to release. I'd be playing Uma and I'd be playing Zenless, and I got M3 Miyabi on Zenless. Cause Zenless and
guy
Ume are not
plays
visual
the
novels.
game.
I don't play visual novels. That's okay.
Even I am, and I just joined.
Hey, yeah, you should probably play some new game.
I don't know how to
It's
play it.
free. You got no. You
Okay.
got nothing to lose.
Can't be. You
Sorry,
can't
I've been
be.
around radar dishes too much. I'm brain dead. I don't know how to read.
But
Well, it has a mod that like reads it out loud, isn't it? Like with AI.
I'm
just
deaf.
Can we shoot this guy, please?
They actually blew up bombs around my head, and they're like, "We're gonna make you deaf." I was like, "Okay." So now I'm deaf. I can't hear anything.
Okay, Helen Keller.
Well,
A lot
But
of
what's the
I
race?
gotta get
What is the racism against?
I gotta get
Triceratops.
Miles to play Snoot game.
Dude, if it's against the Jews, I'm all for it.
Oh, ironic. I'm Jewish. Mazel tov, bitch.
Yeah, fuck it.
I've got
Aren't
a
you from
nose. I've got
Israel?
a nose like a Jew, but I'm not Jewish. I probably, but I don't know. My great grandpa fought World War II. Now don't ask me which
Which
side.
side?
Let me guess.
No, he was in the army.
The certain
Yo.
Austrian painter that failed Art Vienna school.
Why
I
are we
actually,
talking about Hitler?
He had a
I
funny mustache.
actually have my mom's side. It's either a great grandpa, her great grandpa, so my great grandpa, is from I want to say Austria, but I don't think it's Austria. I think it is Austria, something like that.
You guys talk history for a second. I gotta go piss. Well, I drink a lot of water, so it makes me pee a lot of pee.
Just do it where you stand, coward.
It's an endless cycle.
Yeah, you don't have a piss bucket, loser.
I'll be back.
I just
in a
use the
second.
drawer.
I just piss my pants and marinate in
You
it.
see, I have this convenient little air vent right beside my computer.
Oh, cools you off, dries it up.
How's everyone here doing?
Boot camp with what? What boot camp did you play? Oh, ooh, that's a big miss with that one, Chief.
I just watched some of SnootCon going on. One of the
Local.
prisoners accidentally turned on his webcam.
Yeah, the funny Mexican guru guy making that Inkle Neuron mod kind of did a skill issue. It's kind of funny. Also,
He's-
Goose, you have no audio on stream.
Goose is not streaming.
No, no, your voice is not coming through. I just brought the stream up.
Fucking doing this.
What are you playing?
I have Metal Gear Solid 5 in the background. Why does it keep adjusting my goddamn microphone to something else? It's not that difficult. You just leave it, you know? It shouldn't be capable of making decisions like this on its own.
That's what they say about me.
I mean, I know that you need assistance in life, Bando. I understand this. You can't be left alone. It's too dangerous for everyone.
I'd grow too strong if I was left unsupervised.
Real.
Apparently the audio levels are whack.
Yeah, no, apparently my computer decided to stop recognizing my microphone for some reason.
Fortnite
Honestly,
hype dance.
the Lunara guy made me feel better because they didn't immediately tear him apart.
What?
In Snoot Club, I was expecting them to be a little more egregious.
What Lunara guy?
There's a guy working on a Lunara mod, and he was doing a
Oh,
presentation for SnootCon.
that guy. Isn't that guy also really into Juice World?
I don't know.
I mean,
I don't know who he is.
Shadows of my room.
But
I just spawned in.
What
what are you laughing about?
The just awful Juice World quotes.
Yeah, someone said, "Isn't he really into Juice World?" And they started singing "Lucid Dreams," I think.
Yeah, I
right,
figured.
let's-
we could like talk. Normally these are like writing interviews, and we never did get a chance for me to talk about the other stuff I released after my previous interview,
Yeah.
which I believe that was I would have been Saint Joshua, 9 years later, and Unknown Yet Unforgotten. Like, yeah, I finished Full Metal Gator. I finished that.
Since
Yeah,
then.
I don't remember what all I did after that interview. That was a while ago.
Nearly a year.
Nearly a year?
Almost.
So I guess I'll bring up Unknown Yet Unforgotten first. Unknown Yet Unforgotten, the idea of it was based off some art that Clipto Kicks did. And me and Bastard in the Sky both had this idea to write for it. So we got together, we came up with these ideas, we wrote for it. So that came out. It didn't only has like 300 some hits, but it's still a pretty good idea. I have to talk to Bastard about it, about continuing it. But the idea is after the incident, in ending one, Olivia wakes up, but she just can't remember Inko's face. She remembers Inko, but she just can't remember him.
Wait, what fic is that? Sorry for interrupting.
Unknown Yet Unforgotten.
Unknown yet unforgotten. Got it. Thanks.
I don't. I remember looking at the tags one day and seeing that second to last tag is like, Bastard, what the fuck are you doing? This Bastard had did like 99% of the actual writing. We just bounced the ideas off each other. Finished Full Metal Gator. Got my bonus chapters out for that. I can't think. And then a little bit before, like back in April, I released one last chapter for it, which was after I'd watched Smokey and the Bandit. I really wanted to just write another chapter where Inko get in car and Inko drive fast to Drive Fast song. But yeah, I like that was him driving to Heartbreaker. I remember sending that to Bear, and he really liked it because I just put as much detail as I need to. Like he talked about like how little detail I put in, but it's enough detail. Like, well, it's like because I conveyed that Trent's wife's water broke by just with like 5 words. Like it was his grandkid calling him was like, I think mommy's water spilled, and that was it. That was all the description I needed. Uh,
I gotta go, guys. Sorry, I'm getting bumped soon. See ya.
all right.
Getting bombed soon?
He does live. Which one? Who left? Oh, that was Bucket's Fair. He does live in Israel, so
Oh,
Really?
yeah.
getting
We
bombed
make jokes
soon.
about it all
Alright,
the time.
see ya, guys.
All right, bye. Let's just be nonchalant. Let's don't be conspicuous about anything.
I wasn't ready for that chain of words.
Loki, Triel, Mitrael.
That's a state of the world. Certainly.
It'd be like that.
Let's talk about Nick Fuentes.
Nick Fuentes, who?
You don't know Nick Fuentes.
I don't keep up with a whole lot of that stuff, It's just not an effective use of time so much as talking to people who write, scaly dinosaur smut.
Who was what?
Nick Fuentes is, like I said, just a waste of time to keep up with that.
So, uh, so then I wrote Saint Joshua. I really liked Saint Joshua. What Saint Joshua was a fan fiction of a fan fiction.
Weren't you
Uh,
following up on one of Meister's works on that one?
Yes, that was Porcelain Doll. Originally, it was named Porcelain Doll Saint Joshua, but Meister told me to like change the name so people don't get it confused. Uh, it took me a few weeks to write that, partially just not having the motivation, but also just kind of not doing it. Wrote that, and what Saint Joshua, the whole idea of it came from a funny thing I sent in the chat for it of like if Joshua Graham was there, he would have had that shit handled. So then I I just did. I wrote it. And I need to write the second ending for it.
You just
This
decided to get
time
that shit handled.
yeah. Like if you've read Porcelain Doll, I'm sorry, but also it brings up the stuff that happened in that and how Joshua Graham from Fallout, New Vegas, like what he does with that. People really liked that one. Uh, it didn't get many hits, but that's because it was only one chapter. But one of the cool things about it was that uh, one of the developers for Mega Love Mania read it and liked it. Like I got a notification from their server after I posted
I
it in
may,
there. It's like, hey, I
I
really
may
like
have
this.
overprepared for the thing.
Like he like responded to me. Hey, I like this. That was pretty good. It's like, oh, thank you. I click on his profile and see developer. Like, what?
Uh-oh. Yeah.
What? What? So that was
It was certainly eventful or something.
yeah. Then we get to uh Snoop Game 9 years later.
Which is your Metal Gear reference.
My second Metal Gear reference, but not as much of a Metal Gear reference. So so this one I'm really proud of. Like
Hello,
I
my
am
fellow racists.
okay.
That's a very... Oh, I should probably change this channel status, shouldn't I?
Probably. So
What we doing now?
No, you're on air.
we're on air. You said that live.
Yeah.
Alright, start capping with me. Come on now.
So Snoop Game 9 years later follows the same premise as
How's everybody been
29
doing?
years later. I'm doing good. I'm having my little Pondside chat because I've been gone for 12 weeks.
9 years later. I do remember you
Yeah,
talking about some of the concepts of it, and it's just giving Olivia Huey's little leg exoskeleton.
Yeah. Well, 29 years later, the next chapter, which I have to eventually do. I have to do that. I want to try to get that done before I leave schooling. I have a lot of time because I'm on hold. So I'm gonna have to wait like a month. I don't know, a month where I have enough money. Sorry. So if I can wait like a good month, I have enough money to fucking like
Get artwork made.
no, not just artwork. I have the money to do that now. But like to get a like maybe just get a MacBook so I can still write. My computer is fucked right now. So
There's a program that you can get on your phone that'll scan written pages of text and turn it into just typed characters. I do know about this. I'll try and figure out what it is for you, and maybe you'll just have to write it down physically.
yeah, I'll figure it out somehow, but
We'll get there one day.
yeah. But the next chapter of Lonnie 9 years later is gonna be like the final chapter, and it's gonna be like them 5 years later. And it's I think I talked about this, but it's basically just Inko gives her like these prosthetic leg things, walk around like Huey,
Yeah, the exoskeleton.
and yeah, and then like proposes to her, lovey-dovey type shit.
Which I think Huey has use of his hips, but on his knees, like Olivia. Because well, like there's the scene where they throw him off of Mother Base and he's standing on his knees.
Yeah, but but not Snoot. Not Slater follows the same premise, but it's a lot more serious.
It's the Shadow Moses incident.
So, this one naturally is a bit more serious because of the ending. Uh, I even had a little bit of some art was made for it, but Snoop 9 years later is post ending one, and it's post ending one, and I explain in the chapter how that works. Where
Oh, is it like kind of a sorrow type of deal? I haven't touched it yet.
there's no Metal Gear references in this except for the use of Rebel Yell.
Damn.
So I explained how Fang is alive, and there's a couple fanfics that were major creations, obviously none in the chamber. Lean on Me a little bit, and
A little bit.
a little bit of Lean on Me, and a little bit of Snoot Game Plus. I recommend you read all of those that I mentioned. But uh, Lucy wakes up, Fang wakes up, and it's like almost identical to the opening of Wani 9 years later. But what what's different is that it's a little bit more realistic in a way. Where
The- You're trying to make the humans or the characters feel more human in this than
a little bit like instead of fucking Wani 9 years later. Oh, Olivia immediately was able to like move around, speak, and all that. In this one, Fang was like kind of her body was not cooperating basically because Janet moved in 9 years.
Call the worst hospital.
So they call her emergency contact. He doesn't know who it is. And then in walks Anon. He just stops dead in his tracks because they didn't tell him why he had to come to the hospital.
That kind of feels like the other end of one call. Like, just, Dat Doge, right?
I think I've heard of one call.
Oh,
One
I
call,
know.
it's just the like the roles are switched.
Anon gets kind of fucked up.
Yeah, Anon gets amnesia, and Fang is his emergency contact for some reason.
I don't know if he
Oh.
got amnesia.
He doesn't remember Fang.
Mm.
And I explain. I want you to read it. It's very good. Not long, very good, but
I'll try to read it.
people really liked it. Like people fucking love it.
Call was nice.
So I go through the stuff that's happened, and I kind of set up like certain events that'll eventually happen, and like later on you'll see like a lot more of the like inspiration from None in the Chamber. The inspiration from Lean on Me was that Amber is here. Amber is there. And the way that was, if you recall what happened in you remember what happened in the end of ending one, you'd maybe be able to assume how Amber is there.
I do recall.
Again, yeah. And what I liked about 9 years later was starting from like you take all this development that has happened, all this development that would have happened over 9 years, and you don't see it because it starts from Fang's point of view. Like you don't know why certain characters reacted like this or why people know this. It's a really good idea that I can't wait to expand upon.
Yes.
If the situation was a little better for me, I'd probably just like take time to sit here and read it to y'all, but
You got guys in the background
Mm.
who are going to judge you for doing such things. But who cares what they think? They're in the Navy. They're all furries.
No, I think what you mean is that they're all gay.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. If it doesn't have anything to do with bumming a fag, then they're not gonna smoke your cigarettes. You
we can smoke here.
can't smoke.
No, we can.
Yeah, no. I mean, I'm making a joke about what the British people call taking a cigarette from you.
Oh,
Or a
no.
bundle of sticks.
No, I said bumming a fag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bundle of sticks. It's the same.
I remember in The Simpsons they censored the word to be th at the front instead of an f.
Mm.
Fag?
Faggot.
Whoa, now.
Hey, I'm using it in the clinical terms, meaning bundle of sticks or
Well,
pack
Or
of
was it a
cigarettes.
book?
Okay.
Read
And-
the books.
I don't remember what book it was, but it said like some dude dropped like a fag, and the teacher was like, "Does anybody know what this actually means?" And I fucking raised my hand because I knew exactly what the fuck it meant.
And she just said, "No, you're not answering."
No, I was like, "It means bundle of sticks."
I would have, yeah, no, I would have immediately gone to a pack of cigarettes. Just because that's what I think it should mean. Of course, so we have a chicken and egg scenario here. Which of these phrases came first?
Sticks and stones may break my bones.
Words are actually violence, Zach. I don't know if you know this, but words are literal violence, Zach.
I'm a homicidal maniac then.
Yeah. You and your anonymous agony. Sensei, have you heard of anonymous agony? It's not a good game.
It's not.
No.
No.
1
don't
hour
ever-
cutscene before you play the actual game. And arbitrary loading screens because the developer thought those were mandatory in games.
Hey, all the big games are doing it.
When it's a RPG Maker
Before
game, mind
saying
you,
Baby
a game
Metal
with
is
no loading times.
The entire game is
before
loaded in
saying
RPG
that
Maker. The
Gimme
entire
Chocolate is TikTok slop.
Gimme Chocolate is not, well, actually, no, it might have become TikTok slop because they don't know how to enjoy in moderation. Oh yeah,
But it's
audience at
not.
home, go listen to Baby Metal after this. Rob Zombie loves Baby Metal.
He does.
Baby
He's
metal,
their
really?
producer.
Yeah.
I know on the Western side he's the producer. I don't know about the actual Japanese side.
There goes the milkman.
There goes the milkman. His milk was delicious.
It certainly was
Indeed.
delicious.
I am the milkman. My milk is delicious.
I am the milkman. My milk is delicious.
You ever just see something and you're reminded that time is unyielding and will just steamroll everything?
Every fucking day.
Anyway, my dad's I just realized he's like a month off of being half a century old.
Damn.
Cool.
Times zero and all that. In what ways is life just like stomped on everybody here today, you know?
Oh yeah.
My knees don't work like they used to. No, I'm playing. But
In Snoot 9 years later, the very obvious inspiration for Snoot Game Plus is during the nightmare sequence.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think I know how time has affected me. My memory's getting a lot worse. Like a lot
I mean, I have fucked up knee joints, so but I've had those since I was 14.
I have to keep. Yeah, I have to make sure I keep an eye on exercising and shit because Alzheimer's kind of runs in my family. And if I don't take care of myself,
Keep yourself
Am I
fit,
right?
and it should help. Like, just living a healthy lifestyle helps limit what Alzheimer's can do to you.
yeah, there are very few cases where Alzheimer's is 100% genetic.
Yes. Well, like, what does Alzheimer's do?
Primarily, it eats away. And what was it? It wasn't the frontal. Was it the frontal
So,
lobe?
well, what other places in the world call it type 3 diabetes. It allows sugar to grow in the brain. Sugar levels in the brain
Yeah,
grow, and it
it
makes it go
blocks
bad, and it
out-
starts eating it.
It blocks out certain synapses which prevent the traveling of information. This is how things like memory loss, and in cases like dementia, where things like simple motor functions like breathing can be forgotten.
And we'll have to bring back the iron lung. Man who had Alzheimer's forgot he has Alzheimer's, remembers everything.
Pretty much.
We all remember that story.
What's funny about that is that that's an actual thing.
Yeah.
Right before you die, it kind of like all comes back to you, which is wild.
But
Imagine
the
just
obvious
Alzheimer's
reference
stops
to
working for a few seconds. For a few seconds, like for a few, what, minutes? Months? And then after that, that's it.
Well,
Yeah. You get a few minutes of
uh,
just being yourself once again, then you're gone.
uh, the obvious reference to Snoop Game Plus is when I use Raining Blood by Slayer.
Oh, Slayer fans are a bunch of animals. You know this.
Slayer, I hardly know her.
Why would I kill her? Oh no. Anyway, Sen, if you had the
Oh, yeah.
chance to present for the roundup, is there anything that you'd like to present? I mean, I'm open to you coming in and doing something, but I do know that your schedule's a lot tighter now.
My schedule is, it really depend on the day. I'd have to do a little bit of math, basically, and it also depend on what time of the day.
It's October, I think 16th.
I think I would come in
October 18th.
and just talk about perseverance.
Why you shouldn't stop just doing things.
Yeah, you just gotta keep on. I ain't got much to talk about. A quote that I thought up of my for myself, like something I thought up of that I is a pretty good thing to live by is it doesn't get easier, but you get better.
Yeah.
Things don't get easier, you just get better at doing them.
Life is very consistent in what it can do to you, but you are inconsistent in what you can do back.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, these mean the same things, but said a different way to make me sound like I'm smart. And it uses the solid snakes method of talking to people. Repeat the topic of the conversation back to them. Like, you know, I'm sure you've known it. It's like I could be talking about like books I've read, and then you would come in and
Pretty sure
say,
you did that. Pretty sure you did that to me earlier.
I've I do it all the time. That's like the solid snake method is also like the interviewer's method of just kind of restate what the person just said in a clear way so that the audience has maybe a better understanding of what was just said if you can do that. But if I don't have understanding of whatever's being said, then I can't really simplify it. And it just turns into a no, the quantum theory of Yargrath. You know, we've all heard of it, or surely, right?
What did you say about my mom?
I said nothing about your mom. She's a very nice lady.
Sorry, that was just a lot of words I did not know. Didn't know if you were cursing me out in a different language.
Exactly. Like the solid snake method doesn't work if you don't understand the conversation at hand.
Like for Writers Roundup, if I'm available, I'll come in and I'll talk about persistence and perseverance. I'll do a bit of my like feel of how I persevered through this last year and a half. So you guys know like a lot of shit happened to me. But
Last year you weren't allowed to join the army, and now you're actually enlisted.
yeah, it was really just like if you told me a year ago that I would be in the Navy. I don't know if I would have believed you.
I told you could get something, if not the army, something. Something that would jive well with your personality.
You know, statistically, there's somebody on this base that knows me from the internet.
Yeah.
Like, there's gotta be somebody somewhere that knows me
From like
from
what,
the
the
internet.
Snoot community or?
Yeah. Or just like my TikToks or some shit.
Oh, that's a really easy way to figure that out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you just start
play out loud. Just play the Snoot or Wani OST and see who knows.
teenage traffic, or you just start saying stuff that you've only ever said in Discord.
Once I get phase 2 and I'm allowed to go out wearing civilian clothes, I'm gonna like wear my Wani merch.
I never purchased Wani merch.
I believe that those articles of clothing have evaded my grasp.
I just never purchased it. I think they're still for sale.
Yeah, it's all still for sale.
Yeah, I mean
Oh.
it keeps cavemen on paid, I suppose, right? Keeps them able to not work regular
I-
jobs.
I got to ask Nerd about that. And
How many people are like actual permanent staff?
I asked Nerd, it's like, are you able to disclose how much Wani made? And he said, no, but it's not as much as people thought.
I'm sure it made a decent amount of money. It's just not, a multi-billion-dollar game.
Not as much as people thought.
All right, so I think we can probably see the Steam stats for how many people have bought it, or at least how many reviews it has for lowball. But it's available on other platforms too that don't necessarily disclose that information. Like, I don't think Itch.io, for instance, discloses how much money is made by any of their games.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure Steam does.
I'd imagine the return on investment was pretty high though.
Yeah.
Well,
Not
I mean,
to,
yeah.
like, I mean, I doubt it took a horrid amount of assets to put.
This is put on the speculation hat here, but I imagine it made back its loss, but did not make a large enough profit. Because you gotta think about this is a very, very, very niche game here.
Yeah.
Sure, it may seem big as we are in said community, but our community is very small.
Yes, on the grand scale, it is very small.
Especially when
However,
the game
if we roll in merch sales as well, these freaks in here will spend a whole fuckload of money. They will drop a bag on this shit. If I'm being honest,
bro,
I've watched it. I've done it.
Yeah, but I'm
Stella
talking
body pillow,
about
bro.
purely the game.
You cannot like come at me with that, bro.
Still a body pillow, bro.
I'm not the biggest freak here. I'm not the biggest freak in this room.
Man,
That reminds.
Started throwing a fuck ton of money on it, man.
And the body pillow isn't what the body pillow design came for free. It was a gift.
That reminds. In boot camp, the first week there, my rack mate was a furry. And I was talking with him. I was telling him about Wani. It's like I told him about the first ending of the game, and that's when he realized, hey, I played this same game.
Your bunkmate?
Yeah, he played Wani. So we were talking about it and all that. But then he told me he might get medically separated because of his back or his mental problems. So then he did, which sucked so much because I think my friend's house burnt down.
Oh.
Wow.
That's a lot.
It was his aunt. Also one. But it sucked because it was like I couldn't really talk to anybody about it because nobody else had played it. It was
You were separated from your people for a long time.
yeah. And this was like this was the first week. It was nice. Like, hey, I can still talk about this to somebody. Then he got separated, which sucked. But
I mean,
I persevered.
I'm
It was a
relatively open at work with, the stuff I'm interested in. I do kind of skip the part where it's furries and scalies and visual novels.
yeah.
I do skip that much, generally. They do know, however, that I interview writers because, as I've made clear before, writers are some of the strangest people on the planet. And I think it's interesting, and it should be looked into because in strangeness you find joy, I think.
Yeah.
Everyone here is a weird fucker. There's no other way about it. It's how you kind of channel this to go about life that's the important thing. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
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 It was Boot camp was one of those things that your friends, anybody for at any given moment could get separated or as mode. Like being as mode would be you getting sent back 2 weeks.
Back to basics.
You get sent back 2 weeks of training. You get separated from your division, and you you basically move to a different division. It was just one of those things where I had to kind of keep on moving. But my second rack mate, I made friends with him, and it turns out we were both from New York, and we lived
So
about an
you
hour
both
from each
hated New
other.
Jersey.
Yes, and guess what? We had the same recruiter, which is pretty funny.
Yeah? Did this guy also turn out to be a snooter in disguise?
No, no,
Did you try to convert
there
him?
was I didn't. No, I didn't try to. There's only like a couple people that I like talked about it a lot, but that's because they actually kind of seemed to interested in it.
How many people saw your cup?
I had the sticker with me.
The most
I've
important
not. I
question.
had this. I had the sticker, and I would occasionally show people, but I also had this picture. If I can post the video inside chat, post it inside chat. A couple weeks in, I got a picture of my main profile picture, so I just kept it in my wallet.
Sure.
I held on to the sticker, and the first thing I did, when I got to like my barracks, was I I put on my bottle from boot camp.
So you can have a fresh one. How do these stickers hold up anyway to being washed?
Normally what I do is I just I just I don't wash the cup. Like I only need to wash the outside of the cup, but you can run the stickers under running water. Uh, but if you do wash that, the sticker probably won't come off. My first Olivia cup, the glow in the dark one, which I've also had for a little over a year now. Uh, that one fucking that got put through the washing machine, the dishwasher, and the stickers stayed on, but the part that was like this one area uh came off pretty much, so like it's kind of bulged out. I don't have any pictures of it, but it's still on there.
Yeah. So I bought the
Yeah.
funny enough, I bought the Adam Sandler Happy Gilmore 2 tie-in cup from GamerSupps.
What?
Yeah, there was an Adam
What?
Sandler tie-in cup, and I purchased it.
With gamer subs?
Yeah,
When?
it was like a few weeks before you got back, like 2 or 3 weeks. It's gone now. On it, it's just a picture of a girl with a thick girl in golf attire hitting a ball.
Oh, Happy Madison.
Yes. Mm-hmm. That is still a tie-in to the Adam Sandler movie.
Oh.
And they sent me their energy drinks, and that made
Oh,
me.
apparently these cups aren't dishwasher safe.
Yeah, you hand wash them. I don't own a dishwasher though.
I do, but like I never realized that these weren't dishwasher safe. I always put to the dishwasher.
I mean, it's just safer overall to hand wash things. Right? You know what I mean, Vern?
It's like glass or ceramic plates, bowls, and cups. It's fine to machine wash those. That's
Well,
what
yeah,
you
because
should
those are
machine
inert
wash. Everything
materials.
should be
Plastic is
Well,
a
it's more
reactive
those
material.
are made with the express purpose of yes, you can machine wash them. Other ones just at
I
discretion.
assure you, glass and ceramics predate the dishwasher.
Yeah, they do, but they're made with being dishwashed mine nowadays. It's the best way to wash them.
Well, like, it's just like ceramic and glass are inert to reactions, right? Plastic is not.
Some are, some aren't. Depends on what kind of plastic is made to make the
Plastic can be
the
resistant,
object.
but I assure you, if I put PVC pipe primer on any type of plastic, it'll start melting.
Yeah. Well, it depends on what plastic it is.
Any plastic will melt under the strain of primer.
Yes. And I'm talking about dishwashing.
And glass is immune to such things. Hell,
No.
PVC pipe primer will melt you.
Yeah. As such with most primers. Bad idea to get on your skin.
No, but it happens. It will happen. The number of times I've gotten to like a cut before, it's not all that much fun. I'll tell you what. Hurts like the devil. I hear a lot of sniffling.
Might still be me.
Perchance.
I'm just feeling tired.
You feeling
Like
tired? I mean, if you
like
want, we can
because my
end it for
gamer
now.
stuff. I'm-
Your gamer subs wore off.
My gamer stuff, I think, isn't as potent because it's old and it got clumpy.
Scoop that bitch. Wait, it got moldy?
Clumpy.
Clumpy. I mean, how long is
What?
gamer subs supposed to last anyway? About 3 months?
Well, a one tub should last you about almost 3.5 months if you take one scoop a day. But that's why I always try to have a couple tubs on me
Just so you don't
so
run
I can.
out.
Yeah,
I bought the snake oil from JFJ.
it's pretty good.
It is pretty good.
We're planning on. I guess if we do end it, I am planning on writing a lot more. I'm gonna be writing I want to try to get chapter of Rolling Reversed out, then start working on probably do my second ending of St. Joshua because I could do that pretty quickly. Work on, of course, in the background, also try to work on Yellow Ribbon and finish up Wani 9 years later before doing that other stuff. I'm also planning on rewriting big chunks of Full Metal Gator to just make it better. Yeah.
What if those people want the original version?
Well, I'm gonna be doing what Bears Are Cool did and just make it a separate thing.
Nice.
It's gonna go more in depth, more character screen time, more stories. This is gonna be better. It's gonna be Full Metal Gator Reloaded. But I guess one final remark is try to always persevere. It's never going to get bad enough to give up. And feed the gator.
Consume.
Thanks.
Perserelicus. Wait, didn't Damien resort to cannibalism?
Yes. He didn't resort to it. He did it on accident.
I've heard a
That's
few
gonna
ideas for the human Saurian war. And one of them is that the Saurians just started resorting to cannibalism because it was the winter and they couldn't get supply lines through.
Mm.
Whereas the humans are just like, I'm just gonna eat this fucking tree dog.
One of the
Anyway.
downsides of potentially being a carnivore,
Yes.
or just being a saurian in general, most likely your diet's gonna be more restricted.
Yes.
One things that would give us an edge. We
We're able
are
to
by
eat
majority omnivoric. Well, sure, there could be some saurian species out there, at least semi-omnivoric, not fully omnivoric. It's not going to be the vast majority.
Omnivorous. Yeah, it's not the majority, but there's still plenty of dinosaurs that we presume were omnivorous in their diet. Most of the herbivores that are famous also ate bugs, but that doesn't really count as meat, does it?
No,
You'll eat the bug.
Ate by accident.
Insects
It's not
don't
like
really
horses
harm their
that
digestion.
will actually go after sources of protein when the opportunity will rise.
I mean, some of them eat no land animals, but they will eat fish.
Pescatarians.
Fish,
I was about
fish
to
and
say
vegetables.
pescatarians would do better because they can fish. Fish is easier to
Fish
get
in the winter.
than, hunt for something
Listen,
in winter.
all I'm saying is that if we were to cut their supply lines off and we just let them get to winter, they're fucked.
Unless you deal with the Spinosaur division, then oh boy.
Spinosaurus
Deal
aren't
with
as bad
fisher-
as you think they are. That's just the pop culture telling
No,
you
it's
so.
more of, they're gonna be hard to uproot because they're gonna be fishing.
Are they going to be ice fishing?
Yeah.
Well, now you got to
Yeah,
get a
like they're
picture
gonna be
of
ice fishing.
Nick or somebody made where they're just ice fishing.
Real? Real and true?
Bro, how the hell are you gonna let him kill me like that?
Very easily.
Not consensually.
I don't know, but I suppose I'll let everybody go off into their directions and just say good to see you, Space Cowboy. We appreciate you coming back in, Sen, and hopefully you have some free time on the day of the roundup.
Yeah.
And hopefully I have more help.
And just a little words before we end off. It's good to see you back, Sin. Things were not great while you were gone, but it's good to have you back. You're generally one of the beacons of hope in this community.
Unending positivity. Love conquers all. And until next time, I'll see you, Space Cowboys.